no, and that might be it for Tropiano. He's pitched 2 innings, and that was a 1-2-3 inning for him here in the bottom of the 5th. 6th inning is next. 1-0 Angels on the Angels Baseball Radio Network and Fox Sports West. Well, we have a number of changes here for the Giants, and we'll run those down. They have a new battery. Corey Guerin is the new pitcher, and Trevor Brown is the new catcher. Derek Law leaves the ball game. He worked last inning against the Angels and gave up 2 hits and a run. Also had a strikeout in the ball game. So Guerin set to work. His new catcher is Trevor Brown. And here's the pitch, and that one missed a little bit inside for ball to count 1 ball, no strikes. The new third baseman is Jonah Arenado, who is the younger brother of Nolan Arenado. We just saw him on Tuesday when the Angels beat the Rockies.
Nolan already driving the ball out of the ballpark here in camp. And it's third base, unquestionable.
They have a new left fielder. That's Chris Shaw. New center fielder is Gregor Blanco. It counts 1 ball, no strikes on Martin Maldonado. And there's a cut and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Guerin is the 4th pitcher of the day to work here for San Francisco. Angels up 1-0. Right-hander ready on the next delivery. That missed a little bit up and in for a ball.
Not a whole lot to this delivery. Pick up, sling it out there.
Guerin had a real good year last year for the Giants. 68 games, 4-3 record, and a 1.99 ERA. That's fouled back behind the plate. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. And I'll tell you what, Corey Guerin has 1 bushy beard out there, doesn't he?
He's got a little bit of Romo. Little Matt Shoemaker.
Here's the pitch. That's a little bit inside. It misses for a ball.
A front door frisbee there by Guerin. Mardellado's trying to figure some things out here. We're talking to Mike Winters, home plate umpire. Just didn't break enough in to catch that inner black.
Next delivery, it's a one hopper hit to the shortstop. Back on the outfield grass. A step back is the shortstop, Calixte, and he will throw out the Angels batter, Maldonado. So one gone, and Rivera will be the next hitter. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Rene Rivera, and this is going to be Carlos Perez. So Rivera 0 for 2. He leaves, and look for Carlos Perez to take over behind the plate. First pitch, a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the next one from Guerin, and that caught the inside corner. 1-1.
Carlos 2 years ago, Angels starter. Finalist for the Gold Glove 2 seasons back. Now finds himself fighting for a spot and without options.
Yeah, so the Angels, if they feel they're not going to go with Carlos Perez as one of their catchers to start the regular season, they're not going to be able to send him down right away to the minors, and he could be claimed by someone else. There's a pitch he waves at and misses. Struck him out, so that's the second out in the inning. First strikeout here for Guerin. And Marte will be the batter on the out-of-town scoreboard on this Thursday. It's brought to you by the Ram 1500. It's Ram Truck Month, and you can hurry in on a great deal or visit ramtrucks.com to check out the powerful Ram lineup. Run down Cactus League action in just a moment as Marte digs in. He's had a double and 2 at-bats today. And the pitch on Jeffrey, that's outside. Texas split squad up on the A's 5-0 in the 4th. Their other split squad is trailing the Padres 6-2 in the 4th. Cubs have a 2-0 lead against the Rockies in the 5th. White Sox lead the Reds 6-1 in the 3rd. Dodgers and Indians are 1-1 in the 4th. Pitch in there for a strike. The other games going on in Arizona today. Seattle has a 3-0 lead against Kansas City in the 4th, and the D-backs and Brewers are scoreless in the 4th inning. Florida Grapefruit League. Braves split squad over Detroit 5-2. That's a final. The other Braves split squad lost to Washington 6-2 as that pitch is in there on Marte. Astros beat the Red Sox today 10-5. Yankees over the Phillies 6-4. Pirates beat Toronto 4-1. Twins and Cardinals played to a 3-3 tie. Baltimore beat Tampa Bay 5-2, and the Marlins beat the Mets 3-2. Time called as Marte backs out of the box. We're in the 6th inning in this one here in Scottsdale. 1-0 Angels. The Angels, but the game's only run so far, and it came on a delayed steal home, double steal for the Angels last inning, with Fletcher scoring from 3rd after Coward broke to 2nd. Fletcher broke for the plate, and they didn't get either one of them out.
There are those times when every offense in baseball runs into a drought. Some longer than others, some way prolonged, where you got to have the options and the weapons to produce runs somehow.
There's a 1-2 pitch that's drilled into left center field, and that ball is hit in the gap in left center. It's going to roll out all the way near the rim of the track. Just getting to it is Blanco, the new center fielder, and it's another double for Marte. He's had a pair of them today. Sometimes he's had a 2-out double, and we'll see if Eric Young can bring him in from second base.
Jeffrey Marte continues to hit the ball hard everywhere. A lot of gap to gap. Came into today hitting .571 in the spring. Marte now with 6 hits. Fletcher leads the Angels in hits with 8.
Young would like to get a hit here as he digs in. Switch hitter batting left. And he chases and misses an off-speed pitch for strike 1. Angels taking on the Cubs tomorrow. Richards against Quintana Saturday. That'll be a night game in Peoria. Tyler Skaggs will go for the Angels in that one. And Rob Whalen will be pitching for Seattle. 1-1 strike on Eric Young Jr.
Reports out of Seattle camp is that D. Gordon has adjusted so far very well to routes in center field. One thing is he's got the speed. And it'll be the ups and downs, getting jumps regular season, under the lights, different conditions, different ballparks.
1-2 the count, and I guess the reports are more encouraging about Felix Hernandez.
Boy, what
as
a
well.
Yeah, what a scare, huh?
Got struck by a ball lined back to the mound. Would it get him on a hand, I guess, or the arm?
Small setback.
Counts 1-2. Guerin looking at Marte, who's got a good sized lead. Now the pitcher steps off the rubber.
A little suspicion there if see if Marte's tipping off something. Keep in mind with the new rules and 6 visits to the mound per first 9 innings. A lot of catchers have made their way back to the mound after thinking back to the home plate. After thinking they have a free option of going out there and changing signs. It's become a little more verbal now.
Here's the next delivery. That's a called third strike. Young out looking, and that's how the inning will end. Angels had a 2-out double. That was it. Pair of strikeouts for Guerin here in the 6th. The bottom of the 6th is next. Still 1-0 Angels on the Angels Baseball Radio Network and Fox Sports West. batter, and here's the pitch, and that's a little bit inside. It misses for a ball.
Promised you a story about Vladdy Guerrero. It was spread around that when Vlad Guerrero went for the tryout with the Montreal Expos, he was wearing 2 left shoes for this tryout. Of course, he grew up in poverty and didn't have enough. So this story rolled for years and years and years. One of the first questions that came to him after the induction to the Hall of Fame, hey, tell us about the story about, you running around and running sprints and being timed with 2 left shoes on. He goes, that was not true. Just like that.
Wow.
And it ran for many, many years.
So I wonder who came up with that story.
That's right.
Yeah.
Vladdy said, I was very slow, but not because I was wearing 2 left shoes.
There's the pitch on its way. That one is fouled off.
So go figure. There's some organizations that sent Vladdy home from their academies because he was too slow.
Wow.
The Expos said, forget the speed. I like the bat.
The rest is history as far as his career.
Hall of Famer.
There's the pitch a little bit low.
First player is going to be wearing the Angels A into the Hall of Fame.
Yep. And I'm looking forward in the near future to seeing Vladdy Jr. in action. Wish it would be in an Angel uniform, but he's property of the Blue Jays.
Paid a hefty signing bonus to get him.
Yep.
Over $4 million invested in Vladdy Jr.
Yep. He's one of the top handful of prospects in the game right now. Those of you who have been watching today on Fox Sports West, had a little technical issue. Believe we've gotten that all squared away, so we apologize for that. There's the pitch a little bit low.
Boys got it back.
So the count's full. It's 3-2 here on Belt. Lefty-lefty matchup. 2 outs. Alvarez has come in, retired the first 2. Hernandez would be up next, and that pitch missed on a payoff delivery, and you can see Alvarez a little bit upset. Maybe not so much with the call, that he just didn't locate that pitch the way he had hoped. It's a 2-out walk.
I agree with you. The reaction immediately as to that fastball not getting enough extension or carry to get into the zone, because he thought throughout the whole at bat Brandon Belt had been setting breaking ball all the way. Could have surprised him there with that fastball right down the heart of the plate.
So that is the very first walk allowed by Angels pitchers, and we've seen Ramirez and Middleton and Tropiano and now Alvarez, and here's Corquez Hernandez, who bats for the first time today, and he goes after his first pitch and lifts a fly ball to right field. Liriano is in pursuit near the foul line. He will make the catch on that one, and that will end the inning. So not much happening for the Giants here in their half of the 6th inning. We're headed to the 7th. Angels still up by a run, 1-0 on the Angels Baseball Radio Network and Fox Sports West. Seventh inning and some changes for San Francisco. The new pitcher is Julian Fernandez. He takes over for Corey Guerin, who worked a scoreless inning, gave up a hit, struck out a pair last inning against the Angels. So the Giants with their fifth pitcher of the day. They have a new shortstop. That is Ali Castillo. Miguel Gomez is now the new second baseman. The new first baseman for the Giants is Jerry Sands. And that looks like that's it as far as their defensive moves here. So Fletcher, who's had a pair of hits, 2 for 2, and he has stolen home, scoring the game's only run, will be the first batter up. And the first pitch, that one is right in there for a called strike.
Right man, right spot for the Angels here with David Fletcher now 8 for 12 in spring.
Here's the next delivery, and that one missed outside. Fernandez, a guy that the Giants will take a long look at this spring because he was a Rule 5 draftee from the Rockies this past December. Right-hander.
He's got the size. He's got the arms, got the legs. A lot of legs at you. Coming first.
2 balls and 1 strike is the count.
From town of Boca Chica, coastal town down in the Dominican Republic. Outside the capital, and not far from where the Angels Academy is.
Pitching a big guy, he goes 6'6", and he falls behind. It's 3 balls and a strike on Fletcher. Here's the 3-1. And that is outside, and Fletcher's on base again. Third time he's reached base safely. See if he might be on the move over there at first base. Caleb Coward will be the next batter for the Angels. Here's the pitch, and that one misses low. After we did our open on Fox Sports West today, Jose, I was coming back through the stadium here, and I was looking to hook up with a friend, and while I was looking for the friend, I hear someone mention my name, and it turned out it was an usher from the Big A who is here today.
That is right. And his son works in the or one of the stores, right? Or visits some of the team stores.
Well, he flagged me down and he said, "You got a second for a quick story?" I said, "Sure." And he said, "A buddy of mine said, hey, what are you doing this week?" He said, "Not a whole lot." He goes, "I want to do something for you. How about if you come out to spring training with me? All expense paid trip."
Nice friend.
Yeah. Those are the kind of friends you want to have. A lot of those guys, don't you?
Of course.
Yep.
What? Do what?
So he said, we'll be at the game tomorrow against the Cubs.
Well, they're going to see a good show. Yeah. Tempe Diablo, Cubs, Angels, regular players in there.
Yep.
Good weather. Really cooled off about 9 or 10 degrees since yesterday. They're warmed up, I should say. I think we'll be asking for a cool-off here in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's what people were saying here. Yep. But it was a lot warmer here just a few weeks ago, before spring training started.
It's wild.
People were saying we were walking around in T-shirts and shorts, and then all of a sudden the weather cooled down. I guess it's been colder back in Southern California as well.
And the first workout, pitchers and catchers, on the 14th. There's the cold and the rain arrived. And the local people, as you know, were saying, wait a minute, we've had this great winter. And now leading into the spring, and the first day the guys take the field, there's the rain and the cold.
So 2-2 here on Coward. We're in the 7th. Angels still nursing the 1-run lead, and there goes the runner, and the ball pops out of the glove of Brown, and that's going to be a stolen base. As Fletcher was on the move, Brown was hurrying to get up to get in throwing position there, and the ball popped right out of his glove. So Fletcher creating more havoc for the Giants here.
Angels MVP so far.
Yeah.
He's done it all. Without forgetting how good David Fletcher has been with the glove.
So it's a full count. And here's the payoff. And it's cut on and missed. He got him, struck him out on a breaking ball.
Well, you're mentioning the Rule 5 situation with Fernandez, who did not fare very well first time out. Did not even record an out and allowed 4 earned runs on 2 hits.
So he faces Liriano here, and we want to remind Angel fans to join the Angels on Tuesday, April the 17th. The Angels will take on the Boston Red Sox at the Big A with game time at 7:07. Fans will receive an Argyle blanket courtesy of Thermador while supplies last. You can visit angels.com/promotions for details. Fernandez taking a little extra time. He blew up to toss to second. They didn't even have anyone going over there to cover. And then the Angels batter Liriano backing out of the box. So a little cat and mouse game going on here. Now everybody appears to be ready. And sure enough, just when Fernandez was ready to throw the pitch, Liriano asked for time again. Got it from the home plate umpire, Mike Winters. So like to see a little speed up situation here. Things slowing down for an unknown reason at the moment.
Wonder if Fernandez was really throwing a curveball, because the minute he saw the timeout and saw Liriano step out and Mike Winters called timeout, he threw a big drop into home plate.
Here's the pitch, and that one is up and in. It pops off the mitt of the catcher, and moving over to third base will be Fletcher. It's going to be a wild pitch.
Something went wrong. He tried to make this breakable way too big.
That ball nearly hit Liriano, and he's been hit a few times already this spring. So the Angels have a fast runner over there at third base. 1 out. A lot of ways to get him in. We'll see if the Angels can cash in here. One ball, no strikes, and the next delivery. That's a liner in the right. That's going to bring in the runner. RBI hit off the bat of Liriano. It's 2-0 Angels.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you want to see. Liriano, little by little, really turned the field around, and that vision of going left center field, middle of the field, right field with men in scoring position, and there it is. Good job for seeing a couple of breaking balls, just flattening out that fastball.
So Hermosillo will be the batter with Liriano, a 1-out runner at first base with the RBI single. Hermosillo an 0-for-2 day. Here's the pitch, and he swings at that one, fouls it off on the right side. Out of play.
Looking forward to seeing Garrett Richards taking the mound tomorrow for the Angels. He looked crisp in his first outing. Popping that glove, outstanding feel for the breaking ball. Throw some great spinners, late breaking slider from D-Rich against an always solid Jose Quintana, lefty for the Chicago Cubs.
No balls and 1 strike is the count. And here's the next delivery. That's a pitch that gets past the catcher and goes back to the backstop. So moving up to second base on another wild pitch will be Liriano. So Fernandez is struggling out there, and they're going to go out and have a little mound visit with him.
There's a little opportunity for us to talk about the changes Terry made in the staff by Bruce Bochy. Kurt Young, 15 out of the last 16 seasons, he has been a pitching coach for the Oakland A's. So he moves across the bay. Hensley Mullins is now their bench coach. Somebody you know very well, Terry, Alonzo Powell, now their hitting coach.
Yeah, they decided to shake up the staff a little bit. Dave Righetti no longer the pitching coach, although still with their organization.
And he was instrumental in so many ways and so many facets in the development mentality of a great group of guys he had that really got the most out of that talent, Dave Righetti. Phil Nevin, who coached third base, he moves over to the Yankees with Aaron Boone, his childhood buddy.
So the meeting at the mound is over with the count 1-1 strike. Runner at second. Run in. Angels up 2-0 in the seventh. And Hermosillo with a little pop on the right side. That's a base hit. Going into third base is Liriano. He will be waved home. Hermosillo dives into second base. And he is there with a hustle RBI double. It's 3-0 Angels. So Matt Thaiss will be the next batter. This will be his first time up. Angels have widened the lead a little bit here.
Hermosillo going with the try less approach. Watching Reimer Liriano in front of him do about the same thing with a fastball away, and very good coverage by Hermosillo going the other way also with a men in scoring position approach. As has been preached many times already in meetings.
Here's a pickoff toss. It's a bad toss there by Fernandez. Hermosillo went diving back to the bag, then got up and decides not to advance on that one. The ball ended up the pickoff throw going into center field. Boy, Julian Fernandez is having some trouble out there on the mound.
Well, he can make the decision very easy for the Giants to offer him back. As I mentioned, did not make it out of one inning his first time out, allowing 4 runs. And he's had a little bit of everything happen here.
So Thaiss still waiting for the first pitch and takes that one low and inside, and the count's 1-0. Let's take a 10-second break for station identification here on the Angels Baseball Radio Network. Kerry Smith, Jose Mota, and our producer-engineer on the Angels Baseball Radio Network, Jorge Sevilla. There goes Hermosillo, the pitch. That ball's hitting well into right center field. That's out by the fence, and that ball is out of here. Matt Thaiss jumped all over that pitch, and that thing got out in no time. A 2-run homer. Angels have scored 4 times in the inning, and the lead grows. It's now 5-0.
Oh, Matt Thaiss needed this type of contact. His swing has gotten a little long, and on this one, he's shorting everything up. Eric Kinski, hitting coach, instrumental in just allowing him to go out there and have a mentality of trusting those hands. He's got a nice, fluid swing. Came into that at bat 1 for 11, 6 strikeouts, and a new beginning for the youngster.
So that'll be it for Fernandez. He is rocked for the second time he's pitched this spring for his new club, and they will go to the bullpen. We have a break in the action, a pitching change here in the top of the 7th. When we get back, Angels will still be batting and lead at 5-0. Pitching change coming up on the Angels Baseball Radio Network and Fox Sports West. Tyler Sear is the new pitcher. The Angels will bring in a pinch hitter. So batting for Maldonado is Chris Carter. And the first pitch of ball, the count 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, that was a rough day today for Julian Fernandez. He retired just 1 of the 5 batters that he faced. He gave up 3 hits. He walked the batter. He threw 2 wild pitches. He gave up the home run and 4 runs allowed by him.
Yeah, the best thing for the Angels offensively is to see how they were able to capitalize on that leadoff walk. It's very unforgiving, Terry, at any level, at any time. It doesn't matter where or against.
Chris Carter at the plate hits a ball right at the shortstop. That's Castillo over there now, and his throw is in time to get Carter. Chris Carter had a home run in yesterday's loss to the Indians.
And by the way, Theis' home run is the 4th by the Angels this spring.
So 2 outs in the inning, and here is Carlos Perez. Perez getting ready for his second at bat today. He struck out his first time up. Nothing Angels here in Scottsdale. We're in the 7th. The infield backed up. Outfield shading Perez a little bit the opposite way. A little bit of a breeze blowing out the center. And the pitch that's hit into left center. And that is a gapper in left center field. Carlos Perez will make the turn and stop at first base. As quickly getting to the ball was Blanco, the center fielder. So the Angels get another hit in the inning. And the batter scheduled to bat Jeffrey Marte, and it looks like Jose Miguel Fernandez is going to pinch hit for him.
Another good day for Jeffrey Marte. Now 6 for 10 in the spring.
Pair of doubles for him today. Angels will replace him over at third base. Here's the pitch, and that is a little bit low. Well, what a difference a day makes. Yesterday, the Angels saw the Cleveland Indians come to Tempe, and they put a 15 spot on the board. They had 23 hits so far today. No runs given up to the opponent. Here's a fly ball lifted into left center field, and that's out of the reach of the left fielder, and that ball's all the way out to the wall out there. The Angels are going to get a run on it, and stopping at second with an RBI double is the pinch hitter Fernandez. So the Angels have had some extra base hits in the inning, have been scoring runs in the inning. It's now 6-0.
Jose Fernandez himself making a case. He has played some second, some third coming off the bench. Shows Mike Sosa the ability to go the other way and drive the baseball. Well known for his offense. Coming out of Cuba in the solid year last year in the Dodger system.
So the Angels have had a couple of hits and have scored a run, and now it looks like Jahmai Jones is going to pinch hit for Eric Young Jr. He was 0 for 3 today. Jones will probably take over for him in center field as well. First pitch of ball, the count 1 ball, no strikes.
Youngster Jam Jones. There's a ton of energy every time he comes between the white lines. Make some things happen. Solid 282 last year, 14 home runs and 47 RBIs, and showing the ability and putting skills together to learn more and more about stealing a base.
Last year played at both Angel Class A clubs, Burlington and Inland Empire. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Ninth batter up in the inning, and the pitch that's right in there for a called strike. Walsh is waiting on deck, so it looks like the day is over for David Fletcher, who is scheduled to bat next for the Angels with 2 outs here in the 7th. And if the day is over for Fletcher, it's quite a day. Counts 2-2 on Jam Jones. And the next pitch, that one is fouled off by the 20-year-old. Angels' second-round pick in 2015. 2 balls and 2 strikes. All Angels at the moment in this one up 6-0 here in the 7th inning. And the 2-2. A little slow tapper on the third base side. This could be trouble the way Jones runs. The pitcher comes off the mound, though, and makes a nice stop on that one and throws him out. That was a good job by Sear to get a speedy runner headed to first base. 1-3 on the bouncer. Angels, though, have a big inning, a 5-run inning, and take a 6-0 lead to the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time here at Scottsdale Stadium on the Angels Baseball Radio Network and Fox Sports West. Angels make a lot of changes. We'll pick those up for you in just a moment. There's a new pitcher in the game for the Angels. Felix Pena will be taking over. Angels also have Jake Kucinich in at shortstop. Colin Walsh has taken over at second. Jose Miguel Fernandez is now the new third baseman, and Zach Gibbons has taken over in left field. Evan Longoria is the batter who's scheduled here. And he is at the plate, still in the ball game. Here's the pitch, and that one is chased and missed. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Longo getting his ABs as a DH today. Ability to stay on the field a little bit longer without wearing down those legs at third base.
Here's the next pitch. This is chopped foul over on the left side. So Pena, the new pitcher, replacing Alvarez, who worked a scoreless inning last inning, did not allow any hits, did walk a batter. And the next delivery, that runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We see Michael Hermosillo over in right field, so he's moved from left to right today. And pitch. Here's a little pop-up near second base. New second baseman is Colin Walsh. He's going to give way to Yusinich, who makes the catch, the shortstop on the first base side of the second base bag, and that'll be the first out. So here's Trevor Brown getting ready for his first time up with the Giants today. Jahmai Jones has stayed in the ballgame for the Angels as well. He's out there in center, and the pitch that's fouled up by Brown on the third base side. No balls and a strike to count. Nothing in one is the count. And here's the pitch, and that's a breaking ball. It's low and outside. So we've got all the changes for the Angels, a lot of them here in this inning. One ball, one strike, and the next delivery, and a breaking ball. It's on the outside corner on Brown, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trevor Brown, a 10th round pick of the Giants back in 2012, and he is late with the swing on that one as Pena gets him on strikes.
Well, Pena has impressed the Angels since his acquisition from the Cubs, and all the way down from the bullpen sessions to facing hitters. Hitters talk about life, late life in that fastball, which he just showed there to Trevor Brown.
So Gregor Blanco is at the plate. Boy, he got a big round of applause.
When you're part of a winner, that's what happens.
That one is fouled off over on the left side. The count, 0 balls and 1 strike.
Just do not forget the impact when you've been part of a winner. And for Blanco, so the way he plays the game.
He was with the Phillies last year and now back with the Giants. Signed a minor league deal with them this offseason. Switch hitter. Pitches 192 last year with Philadelphia. He's a career 256 hitter.
That was pretty much a welcome back Gregor from the local fans.
Yep. Next delivery, and there's a little flare that's going to fall into right center field for a base hit.
Well, the Giants, names like Blanco, of course, important, but Terry, they're hoping just to get a full season out of their ace, Madison Bumgarner. 3-time World Series champ, 4-time All-Star. He's got silver sluggers. He's done it all, but limited to only 17 starts last season.
Chris Shaw is going to bat. This is his first time up.
Yeah, and pretty soon it's going to come down to contract talk with Madison Bumgarner.
And the pitch, that's a liner just out of the reach of Yusinich into center, and it's going to be a base hit. Another 2-out single. Runners at first and second here against Pena. Arenado will be the next batter.
A pretty nice swing there by Shaw up the middle. Strong man, 24 home runs last year.
So Jonah Arenado, first time batting here today. He's sitting out of Darno's spot. And the pitch on its way. That one is right in there for a strike. Angels up 6-0, bottom of the 7th. There's a pitch there that he checks on, and they say he was holding. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here's the delivery, and this is fouled right back behind the plate. So 1-2 is the count. Alex Pena hunched over, looking in for the sign. Now time called. He steps off the rubber. The batter, Arenado, back down the box. Everyone is ready. The count's 1-2, and here's the pitch. Breaking ball got him, struck him out. And that is how the inning will end. That was a good-looking curveball right there. A pair of strikeouts in the inning for Pena. Did give up a couple of two-out hits, but no runs. So the 8th inning is next, and it's 6-0 Angels on the Angels Baseball Radio Network and Fox Sports West. Well, we have a new pitcher and catcher here for the Giants. The new catcher is Justin O'Connor, and the new pitcher is Joan Gregorio. First batter for the Angels is Colin Walsh. So Gregorio is ready to work, and the first pitch, that one is fouled off on the left side, backing out of play. Next pitch, and that's a little bit low. Count even, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Walsh is hitting out of Fletcher's spot. David Fletcher today was 2 for 2 and scored a couple of runs. Here's a ball lifted high and deep out there into right center field, and that one is going to go. Colin Walsh has just hit one out around the Giants bullpen area over the wall. That's a leadoff homer, the second homer of the game for the Angels, and the lead gets a little bigger. It's now 7-0.
Second homer of the spring for Colin Walsh, which at this point leads the Angels. So he's hit one to center field from the right side, and this one right center field, no doubter. The middle left the bat. Pitcher Gregorio put his head down. He knew. Mistake, paid for it.
There's the next batter, and this is Gibbons, and there's a shot in the gap in left center field. It's going to roll all the way out to the wall. It'll be at least a double. He is headed for third, and he dives in safely, slides in there with a triple. So the Angels, who put 5 on the board last inning, have picked up right where they ended an inning ago with a homer and now a triple. And Jake Kucinich will be the next batter. This will be his first time up. There's the pitch, and this one is popped in the air in a shallow center. Is it deep enough to get the runner in? Let's see. There will be no tag. The catch made by Blanco out there in center field. So Hermosillo will be the batter. Hermosillo today has an RBI double in his 3 at-bats. He could get another run batted in here, and he waves at that breaking pitch for strike 1. Here's the pitch, and a big cut and a miss at that one. So the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Gregorio ready on the next delivery. That one is way outside and misses for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes. And here's the next pitch. That's a liner off the glove of the pitcher. He fires to the plate. They had the rundown going on between third and home, and eventually being tagged out by Arenado is Gibbons. Now the batter Hermosillo is going to break for third, and they're going to get him too. Well, that all happened on a little bouncer back to the big pitcher, 6'7" Johan Gregorio. They turned that one into a double play to end the inning. Hermosillo tried to go all the way to third base, the Angel hitter, and the inning is over. So the Angels got the run earlier on the leadoff homer by Walsh, and we are headed to the bottom of the 7th inning, or bottom of the 8th, I should say. As it is the Angels on top by a score of 7-0 on the Angels Baseball Radio Network and Fox Sports West.